Hi, my people. This is Prince Campbell coming to you again from the Jericho Riot Ministry, a ministry that take up the authority that Jesus gave his people to bind strongholds in the mix of us. You might want to go check it out. It's www.jerichoriotministry.info. But anyway, the lesson for the day the Lord gave me was on our society is being forced to make us to choose a blessing or curse. And it's based on the scripture Deuteronomy 11:26-29, which God said, I am setting before you, when he was telling the Israelite that blessings or curses. And he is. We have to realize today up under the New Revived Bible that our blessings and curses are based on uh, whether we love God with all our hearts and minds and whether we love others, our neighbors, or others as ourselves. Today, what brought all this to mind is the South Africa brought up charges against against Israel for genocide, and there's a whole group of people representing the UN uh, Justice Court of Justice, and they're going to have to decide whether Israel committed genocide, whether Israel had the right to commit genocide, or 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 they didn't. So that's what my topic says, is that God is pushing people out to make a choice. Also, in the United States, our ex-president is going before the Supreme Court, and he wants to be exonerated for all kinds of uh, the wrong. Our ex-president, President Trump, that a president could commit anything up under the title of president and be excused for, and that's another situation where people are being pushed out to choose because in of all this, in the end of all of this stuff, is God. Even though he give us a free will due to we being made in his image, he is also the judge of the consequences of our choices. We got a lot of people out here choosing. We got protests all across the country, people protesting what's going on with the Palestinians, um, uh, crying for them to stop what they're doing. And we got people standing up and saying, we got a right to do this. We got a right to defend ourselves. Uh, but, there's a thing of going overboard. Uh, all I got to say, if they do approve either one of these situations, uh, to say that, okay, yeah, Israel had the right to commit genocide against Palestinian, well, that would make it normal, because I don't know what else more could a people do to a people, that's already been suffering from apartheid, than Israel has done to these people. So therefore, to me, then what that would say is that genocide would be legalized. It's nowhere in the world anybody else could call it, and so they just leave a free reign. And also, as far as our justice system is concerned, as far as the Supreme Court with Donald Trump, it would say that if the president of the United States can do whatever he wants, there is no more justice. There's no way that anybody will respect the justice system anymore. So we're standing at a crossroad, and I must say here, as I talk, that a lot of you think that because you're not into it and you're not watching and you don't want to be a part of this. Well, you're in the United States. You're still standing on earth. And whatever that goes on with these people is going to affect you. There's a scripture God said, wrote a revelation about the lukewarm church. And he doesn't excuse lukewarmness. If you stand on the side and you just ignore all of this and act like it doesn't involve you, it does. Uh, he said he cannot stand a lukewarm church. It makes him sick, because this is where you fight for yourself. You fight for your kids. And if you're refusing to stand up in any kind of way about anything going on nowadays in this world, then you make God sick, is what he says. Because you're not standing up for yourself or your family or your kids. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. This is what the Lord gave me today. He gave it to me yesterday, but then I was like suffering a vein period in my life, so I didn't do it. But anyway, this is what he wanted me to share with you today. Thank you for listening.